I'm married to my wife, Mary Jane. We've been married for 33 years. She just started this year her 36th year of teaching. She's a kindergarten teacher at Cache Public Schools. My daughter, Kelly, who also teaches LD math at Cache. My son, Levi, who works for the Juvenile Affairs and will be going active. He's a Lance Corporal in the United States Marines. We'll go active duty October 1st and scheduled to deploy for Afghanistan in January. We've got 3 beautiful grandchildren. My grandson, Blake, who's 6, just started 1st grade. My 4-year-old granddaughter, Lauren, who started pre-K this year. And my youngest grandchild, Olivia, who's actually 3 months old today. Studying accounting since I was 18 years old. Like I said, I'm a certified public accountant, certified fraud examiner. Went to work for Bell Telephone at 18. At 20 was promoted into management. 21 was promoted again to the Office of Planning and Budgets. Did independent cost studies, audited those results and findings. Started my own business myself and a part-time employee. Actually had $4,000 in savings and quit my job at Bell Telephone. Built that business to over 40 employees. Ran for county commissioner, didn't take a single penny in campaign contributions back in 1994, beat a 10-year incumbent. And as county commissioner, worked to show that government can be more efficient, more effective. We actually built the most productive bridge building program in the history of the state. We're traditionally a county commissioner who builds somewhere between 4 and 6 bridges. Working and using my accounting skills and business background, we went out to find better, more efficient ways of doing things. We didn't just build 4 or 6 bridges. We built 34, all steel and concrete, most in the history of the state. I served as chairman of the Republican Party, which is actually beneficial because I always remember something J.C. Watts said. He said once he got out of professional sports, he never dreamed he'd get into a profession that people had bigger egos. and dealing with those egos and dealing with those elected officials is a big part of this job. I've done that, we've done it successfully, and I think it's been very beneficial in this job. Well, first of all, what I'm amazed about is the fact that very few people understand what the state auditor does. And one of the big concerns is people do not have trust in government. They don't trust what government's doing. They're fed up with the inefficiencies, the waste in government. And I have a history of being effective and efficient. And so, going out and talking to them about the issues and about how we truly can be the watchdog for the citizens of Oklahoma is the number one thing I'm hearing people talk about. Well, I think the number one issue is to safeguard the public's interest, to make sure their tax dollars are spent legally and effectively, but also efficiently. People are tired of waste. I said there's a big difference between my opponent and myself. For instance, one of the first things that he did is come in the office and spend, if you include the architect fees, over $275,000 to remodel the office, which equates to over $100 a square foot. I wouldn't do that. I would come in to look to see what we do to accomplish our functions. And people spend, they work hard for their tax dollars. And they want somebody that'll lead by example. What I'll do is go in there and make sure that we focus on the issues at hand, which is auditing, make sure that the people's interest is taken care of, and also go in and do performance audits to find those ways to make government more efficient, more effective, and do that. I'll do that. I won't be spending money on fancy things for the office. I'll be spending money on things that actually accomplish what the people want, which is to provide trust and integrity in government.